Hi everyone, Marie here from Skeins, and I thought I would catch up with you because we've got lots of exciting news. And if you're a member of the Skeins Speakeasy, you would have seen that we have got some new stuff happening with Chatswood, which is our new recycled yarn, which has just gone live. And Chatswood is beautiful. What it is it is a yarn that has been made from all the other slivers that we have from our production process. So that is things like silver lining merino, organic merino, heritage yarns, vintage, Polworth, all of those yarns. At the end of a batch or a run, quite often we're left with sort of 2 or 3 kilos or even up to 10 kilos here, just small amounts of sliver, and we don't throw anything away. All of that sliver is compiled together and we hold it for recycling. So what we do with that yarn then is we take that yarn and we wait until we have enough for a batch, and then we create something like Chatswood. And this is Chatswood. It is beautiful. Look at that. Ooh, 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 aha. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. I'm just going to hold that close. As you can see, there we go, it's come into focus. It is a 2-fold yarn, and it is so squishy because what you have in here is the merino content is very high in here. The finer micron wool, just standard wool, is higher in here. There's little hints of alpaca. There's what else is in here? There's even actually a little whisper of kidmo here, just the whisper of it. So what you are then left with is this incredibly soft, beautiful, squishy yarn. So the handle on this is lovely. And the other reason it's so squishy and gorgeous is because in order to blend it, it's already gone through our entire process. So it's already gone through carding and gilling, and it's been combed multiple times for its first run in life as a batch. What then now happens is that we have to blend it and we mix it all back up together and get it recombed. So it really helps with the handle, and it just makes it amazing. So what we did is this one here in the middle, and I'm going to pull it out. This is what the base yarn actually looks like, which is this beautiful grey. And I'm going to actually pull that closer. Is it going to focus in for us? Yes, it will. Look at that, gorgeous. So this is we have got some silver lining in here, and the silver lining means that it's created this yarn in this very soft silver grey. So this isn't dyed, this one is an undyed yarn. So because this has gone and created this beautiful natural heathered yarn, when we put colour over the top, you get these gorgeous, beautiful, intense, rich colours. So I decided, being the lover of strong, rich colours of my own, we thought, well, actually, let's do some really bright, wonderful, vibrant colours. So we've kept this grey, as a really good base. So for colour work or contrast or pop, having this neutral is always going to be fantastic. And then what we've gone and done is we've gone and taken basically these colours here. Now, it was funny, I was just talking to someone about this earlier this morning. These colours here, I mean, they're strong, rich jewel tones. We haven't done some strong tones since we did Heritage Kidmo here. And over this grey base, these tones actually look really broody and rich and warm and lovely. And this yarn, funnily enough, is sort of, I feel slightly retro with them, because a lot of these colours are actually taken out of the paint schemes of the first home I owned in the 90s. So, like, for example, these two up here, my kitchen was painted in that colour, my hallway was painted in that colour, I had a bedroom in those colours, and then, of course, there's the red in the middle. And let's face it, a beautiful red. We haven't done a red for ages, and this is a really lovely classic in the middle sort of post box red. It's lovely, it's gorgeous. So anyway, these colours here, the nice thing is they're brilliant for a bit of colour work, especially when you add them to that contrast. If you've got other DKs at home, particularly Tekapo, actually, if you're a lover of the Tekapo, Tekapo DK is spun to the same count as this. So if you've got some Tekapo sitting in the stash at home and you want some brighter colours to zhuzh those up or do a bit of colour work, that will work fabulous with Tekapo. If you've got the Skeins original in the Pania, Malbec, Wisp or Brass, these again spun to the same content, same count. This is softer than those Skeins original yarns, just be aware of that. Like, it feels actually softer on the skin, much softer if you've got some of those, but it is actually the same price. So this will be perfect for babies. If you're looking to knit for babies, if you're looking to knit for children, they will tolerate this absolutely no problem, and that's because of that high merino content. It's great. So it really is amazing. So it's 100% recycled. If you haven't already had a look, Chatswood DK, $3.95 a ball. So we ummed and ahed about this because on the quality of the yarn, it should be selling at a much higher price, easily 50% more, if not more again. But because it's all made from recycled fibre, and it's there is costs attributed to that, and savings, more importantly, savings attributed to that. So we've decided to directly pass those savings on to you. So $3.95 a ball every day. The catch, the but, as it were, is because it takes so long to gather enough fibre up for this to recycle this, you need to get in quick, because there is a single batch only. It's all been dyed up into these colours or the natural shades. Once it's gone, it's going to take another probably 2 years to get another batch through, and often we change the colours around as well. So that's the only proviso. This certainly is a yarn that I think you want to get into your stash ahead of time for your winter knitting. So have a look at some projects in the queue. 104 metres, I think it's a better check, 104 metres, 104 metres, there you go, 104 metres to a 50 gram ball. So go and check your RAV queues, see what you've got for the kids. And I mean, honestly, if you're knitting for children, I would be taking 5 balls of, you know, your favourite colours and just having them there, because this is going to fly out. We did launch this in the Speakeasy. We gave the Speakeasy members a heads up on this in the middle of last week. They went bonkers about it. In fact, they all jumped on so quickly. Our website had a wee hiccup there for about 10 minutes. But if you do go and check this out, it's just a beautiful, beautiful yarn. So it's called Chatswood, 100% recycled natural fibre yarn, $3.95 a ball. Again, don't panic, I will put the link into the comments so you'll be able to go directly there and check that out. The other thing that you may or may not have noticed last week is we are just having a final push on our importers clearance yarns. So those are things like the Otera Possum, the cottons, there's some silk in there, the last of the drift, the neons, the last of those Zara neons. And in fact, over in the Speakeasy, if you haven't already joined, definitely do join, but in the Speakeasy, some very, very clever person actually took the yellow neon and over dyed it with grey, and it looked amazing to do her own sort of hand dyed yarn. It really did look pretty impressive. So those yarns are at incredibly low prices at the moment, like well below cost, because what is left, what doesn't get sold by the end of the month, so that's, you've got through to the end of Wednesday, on Thursday it's all going to get taken down, and we will be going through everything, and a good chunk of that yarn will be going back to the distributor. And that is because we are bringing new yarns down from the distributor for you guys in March. So you need to make sure that if there's anything there that you've sort of been waiting for, and you think, oh, maybe they're going to do it in there later on when they have their wee sale or anything like that. No, what is in full packs and all the rest of it, including cottons, is all going to get packed up, sent back to the distributor, because we need the room for all the stuff coming down in March. So do make sure you stock up on that. So that is importers clearance. Again, I'll pop that in the comments for you so you don't miss out on that. last but not least, I'm going to talk about Miss Jane. So if you're not in the speakeasy, this is all not going to make a lot of sense to you probably, but over in the speakeasy we've been doing a knit along which we started before Christmas, and I think in the last video I wore my Miss Jane cardigan, and the Miss Jane cardigans, wow, lots of finished cardigans are now popping up in the threads. They look awesome, they just look so good, and people are really enjoying knitting them. So last week you guys did a bit of a vote for me and picked out a colour, so this is the colour we chose, which was the electric blue in the urban. So that's my progress so far, not as much progress as I would like, however, actually if you like this colour here, this is the South End in the Chatswood, and look at that, it's actually ever so slightly deeper than the electric. So if you love this colour and you want to do a Miss Jane in this electric blue, actually buy the Chatswood South End, better price, and the colour, look at that, and it's actually better handle too than the urban, to be honest. It's really, honestly, this is so good. So this is going really well. So if you, hi Helen's just jumped up and said hello. Hi Helen, how are you? I hope actually, Helen, I hope you're having a day off. It's anniversary day, isn't it? For people who are living north of the Taupo, or Taupo, happy anniversary day to you all up there. We have ours in October, so we're all at working today. So there you go. If you're at home today on anniversary day, for those who live in the top half, we're here. So if you place an order today, we'll get it out to you. You know, if you get your skates on, we may even get it out to you today so you can have it tomorrow. That'll be cool. So there you go. Happy anniversary day for you guys. Oh, she says she's in South Canterbury. Well, that's all right. You're like us, working folk. We'll get it down to you. Don't worry. Don't panic. We'll get it down to you today as well. So this is my electric blue. Now, Miss Jane has been awesome. It has just been so much fun to knit. Now don't panic if you think you're very late to the party. You're not. The first thing you need to do, if you haven't done so already, is join the speakeasy. Don't panic. Again, I'll put that link in the comments. Over there, it is just a place where you can chat, and the Miss Jane, lots of people are sharing their Miss Janes and their progress there. But the other thing that they're sharing is they're also sharing, they're asking for suggestions. The speakeasy, I tell you what, great hive mind. You've been amazing, being able to help people out with pattern suggestions, with fixes, with ideas, with inspiration. It really has been brilliant, and it's just a really nice, chilled place to be and enjoy actually company of other knitters. So do definitely head over and join that. Now if you're in the speakeasy and you have been sharing your Miss Jane progress, I ran the randomizer over, and I haven't even emailed this person yet, but Nerida Bosson has been working on a beautiful Miss Jane in Perrindale Cyclamen, and her post was the one that popped out to win the first orb prize pack. So Nerida, you have won yourself a pack of Orb DK 10 balls. I will drop you a note to get the colour of your choice so we can get that out to you over in Inglewood. So well done for that. Thank you for sharing, and continue to share, because I'm going to do another prize pack again for Miss Jane on Thursday, so it's not too late. If you've got something in the stash you want to get cast on and you want to get yourself in the draw, all you need to do is jump over, join the speakeasy, start the pattern, pop a post up about your progress, and that's all you need to do. And we would do that random draw for the second prize pack on Thursday. Also on Thursday, before I forget, I'm going to have some news about a little Waitangi Day offer that we have for you as well. So that will be something that will be a little bit of fun for Waitangi, well, Waitangi weekend. And the most important thing about that is that we here are going to Monday-ize Waitangi Day. So what we're doing is our mill and our shop team are going to have Monday the 5th off instead of Tuesday the 6th. So then that way all our team here who have been working so hard, and a lot of them have been working through the break, can actually have a long weekend. So all our skeins crew here are going to be having a 3-day weekend, but the shop will be open on Waitangi Day. So if you are in the Bay area and you want to pop down and see us, we will be open from 10 till 3:30 on Waitangi Day. Then the following Saturday is when we're going to start opening on Saturdays. So not Waitangi Saturday, but the following Saturday, which I think is the 10th or the 11th, those hours will resume. But more about that later in the week. In the meantime, don't forget your Chatswood. Oh, got to buy that, just gorgeous. Don't forget the Chatswood, don't forget the importers clearance, and don't forget to join the speakeasy. That's all from me. I'll talk to you again on Thursday. Until then, happy knitting, stitch on, stay happy.